I'm almost ready, basically. Yeah. Can I? Yeah, I know, I know. Thanks, man. Yeah, I remember now, can I substitute the fries for it? Yeah. Can I do it with potato skins or no? Oh my gosh, my golly. It's time for mistletoe and any of the other sides. Tasty pheasants, Christmas presents, countryside covered with snow. You got broccoli? Yeah. Oh my gosh, my jingle. It's time for carols and Kris Kringle. Overheating, merry greeting from relatives you don't know. Also, can I get like three iced teas? Yeah, giving the tree the trim. You'll hear voices by star singing little songs. But I need oh my gosh, my God. Oh, yeah, well, it's time for mistletoe. No, he wants sweet tea, so I want I didn't run I'm gonna say he wasn't hurt, but I know why you don't know this. Yeah, right? Y'all assholes. That's why we're comedians. I know. Hold on, wait, before you go on, see if make sure that they're well, I'm fine, I'm going. Okay. Okay. Just like everything in life, starts with children. All right, I am subscribed. That's why they made him listen. Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go here, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've got me some warm water. The lights take way down low, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I'll be going out of the storm. But I can just barely hold me tight. All the way home I'll be warm, and the fire is slowly burning, and my tears will still cry. But as long as you love me so, let it snow, let it snow. Can you hear me now? I hear you. Told you, yeah. It's delay. But it's real faint. Faint? Faint. You need to turn the volume down. Hello? Hello? Yeah, there you go. Hello? I just heard you a minute later. Yeah, it's on the delay. And I left my, what you call it, at home. Hold on. So I'm gonna move this table. We're gonna do what we did last time? No. As far as the visual. Shit. Something just fell off my damn. At the bottom, got my sweet one. That's your sweet one. Thank you. Here. I'll bring some. This is card. Where are we gonna sit? We're gonna sit
back to that and just move this over here, basically.
Okay.
You feel me? Oh, my God. Okay. Bean, can you come over here, please? Yeah. Over there.
Hold on, I gotta get mine set up.
Go over there, Bean. Thank you. Here, oh, my bad. Hit. Wish I could do more, my bad.
Mo.
Do you think they'll let me
Trina.
hang up a poster for cannabis? Probably
You
not.
can talk about it during the show, though.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about everything.
So, yeah, I was gonna ask to be on the show, but essentially, I don't do weed anymore. But I used to love weed a lot. You know what I mean? So I didn't feel like I could have
You have some old material.
Yeah, I do. That was weed related, yeah. And I think the fact that I quit weed is kind of funny too. Like, because like the Dave Chappelle thing, people.
Brandon's on it. He doesn't smoke weed.
Who?
Brandon McNeil.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So look, he took my spot. There you go. The one guy.
No.
Let's see him up here. Let's see. Let's see.
No, I'm trying to do a reverse cowgirl, where I have more black people and more women on,
Hold on.
than any man.
Where am I sitting, Mo?
Just sit either side.
All right.
I'm gonna move the table a little bit closer though, like so it's just one table kind of thing. And then just
Because I'm only getting Trina in the.
Because I want to be like.
In your video.
Eventually,
I need to put it over there on the corner.
Eventually, I want to be like, sorry, I've already got one white gown.
Affirmative action is over.
and do mostly black.
So can you move more to the middle, tree?
And women.
Yeah, that's perfect.
But that's just me.
I get you. I ain't mad at you. All right, yeah, that's fake perfect. All right. And then once we get him sitting down, I don't know whether it's working or not. Let's see, he got to get his up. We already live, so just you can wave at them and stuff there. They can see you.
What's up?
I left my other phone, so I can't really do the
You
producer.
got two phones?
I usually do, yes.
I do too.
You know, there's only two types of people that carry two phones, right?
Well,
anyway.
Let me see.
I can be both.
Okay. Right now. Yeah. Have to squeeze a little bit together. You know, move a little bit more. And
just don't eat my tape.
Put that on. Just put that one on. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm taking this phone off.
Here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. We're talking about all kinds of stuff.
Indeed. Here, set that over there for me.
Oh, thank you, bless you. Well, I'm gonna sit next to you. You gotta move your bag, please.
Okay.
That way we're all. That's what the thing. My problem with the last show was I was watching it. One, I'm not facing the camera
at all.
So we got to do it like this way. It's kind of like a flat thing.
Yeah.
So at all times we could be facing the camera.
But we can eat.
Oh yeah, we can eat though.
Oh,
yeah.
we're gonna eat.
Well, facing the camera and looking into the camera is a little different. Oh.
Who we got?
Huh?
Who came in?
Special lady.
A special lady, he knows all ladies are special.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Every lady is on Mo's radar.
They are very special. There's something about this. They got this thing. I don't know if they told you about it.
Yeah.
They got a thing.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, I'm aware of the
They got a thing.
I know you're aware of the
Pussy
thing.
power.
Yeah, it doesn't lie.
I remember specifically a trip we took to Louisville, and you were telling us all about yours and how it was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
No.
You sure shit.
She might have made that joke. I don't believe her.
I might have made that joke.
No, I'm just saying. because Kathy was with us too.
I do my Kegels.
Oh, you know what's funny? Are you performing somewhere on Valentine's Day?
Not that I'm aware of.
So if you want to, I would love to have you, Trina. Come
Okay.
through. We're doing a. It's at my club, so there's no drugs enough and no drinking.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do like a men versus women kind of comedy show. Basically,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be like a roast, but most like you go up there and say how guys ain't shit, and then the guys gonna go up there and say how women ain't shit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be for Valentine's Day on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So let me know. Let me know if you're interested in it.
I'm interested.
It
'Cause I got
depends
a
on how this
lot of
Facebook
material.
dating shit goes for me.
You can invite her to the thing.
No,
man.
I know.
Let's see.
I'll invite 32 women.
I don't invite people to comedy stuff.
All right.
I do invite people, but not somebody I might be hanging out with because I tend to I only attract stalkers.
All right, so here we go,
The
guys.
thing we saw about before.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome
puts you
to
down.
Funnier in Person, episode 3. We've been riffing here for a little bit, talking. My name is James Andrews. I'll be your host, and my co-host is 34 and a half.
I'm your favorite cousin from Montreal. You know you had. Come right in, man. Come right in. This is real
Be
life.
on the podcast.
This is what we do here. This is what we do.
But
Yes.
food is a thing. It
Look
happens.
at this. Is the coleslaw?
I'll get you some.
It's okay. Does it go with it?
We are at Barrel 53 here in Lexington. This is a fantastic bourbon bar. They've got set up live music sometimes, and they also have a fantastic menu. Like I just had a Kentucky hot brown.
If it doesn't come with it, if it doesn't come with
Dirty's
it,
having some catfish. Trina here is going to have some loaded potato skins. So we're definitely out here supporting local and taking care of our people.
Yeah.
And you can come do and watch us do the show if you ever want to.
Absolutely. We record these live. We go on YouTube and we go on Facebook Live. Let's see what else is going. I had something. Y'all's food distracted me. That's just what a fat ass does.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm 34 and a half. I'm your favorite cousin from Auntie. You ain't know you had. Thanks for allowing us to come in your house and get the experience for another day. We got a very special guest, somebody who I like. Honestly, I'm a sexist piece of junk. And I don't think women are funny, but I do think this woman right here, it's hilarious.
The comments and opinions of my co-host do not represent those of my self.
Yourself.
Yes.
No,
I'm kidding. I was talking about you saying they're sexist.
Yeah, no, I am sexist. I'm misogynistic. I do. I don't think that women belong in a kitchen type thing, but I don't find a lot of
You don't
women.
think they belong anywhere else?
The bedroom.
Oh my God! Here we go.
No,
We're off into the races.
No, I haven't. No, there's some women who I think like there's some women I think are funny, and some women I feel like not that funny. Like even like people who made it. Who the fuck am I to talk junk about those people that already are famous?
Well, I mean, I just look at it like this. We all have our favorites. Like Amy Schumer is not a favorite of mine, but Nikki Glaser, she's an absolute savage.
Who?
I mean, it doesn't matter if they're male or female or trans or whatever.
If you're funny, you're funny.
That's what it comes down
That's
to
true.
for me.
That is true. But like I said, I just want to say this. Ever since the first time I ever seen Trina, she has such an infectious laugh.
I told her we were going to talk about this.
And she does the jokes, and her, all right, y'all know my history. I used to be a massage management person. So a lot of her jokes are right up that alley of that type of situation. And it just brings me like, in my mind, it makes me feel like, I know this person.
I know this girl.
Okay, but what he said about her infectious laugh, we've got to go to. We got to talk about it. So the very first time I saw Trina on stage, I want to say it was at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, Kentucky.
No, these
They're already stealing each other's food. Anyway, so the first time I saw Trina,
you want to finish?
Yep.
With bacon?
The first time I did
With bacon.
a show with
So I
Trina,
was wondering whether
every time she tells a joke, every time Trina tells a joke, she laughs at her own joke. And I've always wondered if this is a bit, a character. I wondered if it was real, or I wondered if it was just a byproduct of some other things going on in your life.
Well, I'm autistic, so I think that I was laughing at myself, Also, it's a nice way for the audience to know when they're supposed to laugh.
Oh, I could definitely see that.
And I mean, that's all subconscious shit. But, um, but it's real.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. Yeah.
Where I didn't realize till I started doing comedy that I did that.
That you always laugh at. So that's something you've always done.
Yeah, well, and it became more prevalent during COVID because I was going to the Laughing Post. You never got to go to that place, but
Oh man.
it was. I got some commemorative T-shirts and some sweatshirts and stuff. But that was when Goo ran that.
Goo's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to Goo.
Let's see. So you having that infectious laugh, though, it automatically drew me to you.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, I've had people say that they want to record my laugh as their laugh track for their comedy show.
now what were you telling me about your laugh earlier?
I said I've categorized 15 different laughs that I have so far.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that movie Split.
Yeah.
Except
I've never seen
it's the different
Split.
laughs instead of the different personalities.
Yeah. I have those too. I am a woman.
Hence the difference.
Yeah. I can go from, you know, like how your mama would be like really nice to the neighbors all of a sudden and then turn around and cut you out.
Oh my God, yeah.
I can be just like that.
My mom was so
I got that
like
from my mama.
But I mean, in my instance, it's because of my Native American heritage. My mom is, I love her. She is one of the coolest people I know. But you don't get on my mama's bad side.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back in the day, she'd have scalped your ass. Now your head will roll, but just in a different way. Let's see, what else we'll talk about here? We got some big shows coming up in the area, don't we?
Yeah, I have one at Cannabis on December 28th.
December 28th. Actually, that's the day of my show in Richmond. That, yeah, I've got Justin Sands, his girl Caitlin Owens. Let's see, who else is on that show? Oh, Eric Groovely is going to be closing that show down.
Okay.
Will they be able to smoke at the show?
Outside.
No.
At my show, because it's at Cannabis Bar. So I went there just as to check it out. And I had like a 5 milligram drink.
So.
And I'm still high right now.
That was years ago.
That was last. No, that was yesterday.
Lord. All right, let's see. So you've got that going on. I've got mine. You were just telling me about a show you got coming up in February. Now that's a little ways off, but
Valentine's Day. We're in Lexington. We're gonna have food. It's gonna be at 900 North Broadway. I don't have the actual name, but it will be a Valentine's Day show. We're gonna have maybe I'm gonna get Trina Beat on this since she might come through, and maybe one other, maybe even two more girls. I want to have it equal. So I want to have the same amount of girls.
Potatoes.
Are those the ones with bacon or no? No bacon. So both of them have no bacon? Yeah. So we good then. Look, let me still kill yours.
Okay.
We didn't know which one was with bacon.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you so much, my guy. Bless.
But your show's at 900 North Broadway.
900 North Broadway, and we'll be like I said, we're gonna have at least maybe 6 comedians, if not 4. There's gonna be a male versus female shit talk off. It won't be like a complete roast of talking too much personally about the person. We're just,
Just like guys in general.
Yeah, guys in general and girls in general. You want to do something? You want to come do it? You want to come do it?
I'll definitely roll through. I mean, if you need me on the show, I'll go.
I'm telling you, you want to?
Absolutely, I'll be on it. I have no problem with it.
You have something to talk about girls?
Because I work
Dude,
in a
I'm
hotel.
divorced twice. I can talk shit for days.
Yeah. I work in a hotel and I see guys that act the same way all the time.
With multiple girls.
With multiple girls.
That's funny.
Yeah, I made a living like at the hotel of seeing sex work and looking the other way. I mean, because sex work is work. Don't let anybody tell you different.
It's fact. That's called a blowjob.
Yeah.
It's a job.
It's a job. You gotta pretend you're interested.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you get down in front of me and you start blowing on my dick, we have a problem.
Oh, like.
Yeah, like you're not gonna put raspberries on my dick. It ain't happening.
I
Let's
like
see.
to blow on their stomach like they're a little kid. And be like,
She's over here zerberting dude's belly.
I'm not mad at you.
it takes them back, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a weird way.
This Sunday I'll be in Louisville. I think it's at Comedy Caravan. I'm in a joke contest. Please come out and laugh for me. I don't even know why I signed up. I really hate contests. How y'all feel about contests?
I'm not very good at them, but I still like to put myself out there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the three of us are going to roll to Evansville on Thursday.
Yeah.
And we're going to go do another contest. Yeah, we're going to be at
I
Evansville,
like
Indiana.
it because, okay, when I lose, it gives me a lot of inspiration to write new jokes.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I find out of them that I enjoy is the fact that I have to continuously write. Let's see.
I mean, I love writing.
Well, I always struggle because I have attention deficit disorder, probably a touch of autism, and you know, when it comes down to it, I was always so distracted that I was looking at other stuff. I found myself struggling with writing, so I actually failed senior English my last year in school.
Really?
Yeah, and I had to take another year of school just to get through.
See, I turned in my English portfolio early, and she tried to mark it up and make it all red and say that I need to redo it. So I challenged her, and I took it to another English teacher, and the English teacher said, "This is at least a proficient, it's better."
Right.
So she was like, "Your other teacher's just harping on you."
Oh shit.
And turns out her sister was my principal in middle school, and so she didn't like me because I might have caused a couple boys to spank her with her own. Because when I was in middle school, there was corporal punishment.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think also taking corporal punishment out of schools has really caused a lot of people to have some weird fetishes.
Well, it's definitely
Like
keeping Hustler Hollywood in business.
Right. But I've been to like the French Connection, which is like it's a swingers.
It's a swingers club. Yeah.
It's a swingers club.
Out here?
Yeah, it's on Winchester
It's
Road.
on Winchester Road. It's French Connection.
You can't go in though without a date
You gotta take a date.
if you're a dude.
Thank you so much, my guy.
And I went there.
I made yours and left it.
And,
Thank you.
and like, I mean, I should be reported like an autistic person in a swingers club.
You know what would make it even funnier is
Because
if you were the
there was
autistic
people-
swinger
there was
in
people
a
with-
swing.
Well, there was people with like upside down pineapple shirts on,
Yeah.
and they were like hitting on me, and I would just be like, "That's cool." Anyway.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the drinks. Anyway, so what I was talking about was, so I would totally like
Missed the point.
miss the point, but you know I did hook up from that one, but it took like this guy.
Thank you so much, my guy.
Thanks, man.
What I'm saying about comedians that are girls getting stalkers is true.
Oh, I'm sure of it.
because they're lazy stalkers, and you just tell them where you're gonna be at what time, and they just show up. But it's the laziest stalker, because like if I just sat at home and I just was like putting peanut shells on the floor and watching Family Feud,
Yeah.
they wouldn't be able to find me.
But you're giving them your schedule.
I'm giving them my schedule, and so I get a lot of stalkers.
Now, something I've seen here lately, since the weather's gotten colder, you've been walking around here in some of the biggest fur coats
Oh my god.
I have ever seen. So what's going on there?
I'm a pimp.
I guess that checks out with the hotel job.
I'm totally sure.
Well, damn, just tell me how it really is.
So how you find out about this, the swinging club bar? How you find out about it?
This guy, he came to all of my hotels, like all of my, not my hotels. He came to all of my comedy events. And I kept this going for like a year. And the first time he came, he had a girlfriend. And then all of a sudden he started coming and he didn't have a girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
And then, like, a year into him coming to all my open mics and my comedy shows. So that's one person that I know is in
gonna
the
be
bag. Yeah.
One thing.
So we know
I
that
didn't
if
know
Trina
it.
ever gets invited to a bringer show, she's got at least one person buying tickets.
That's right, Levi.
Watching this right now.
And no, because he was just a fuckboy who spent too much time on one girl, is what I figured out. But he took me to the French Connection because he was tired of hitting on an autistic girl who doesn't know that you're hitting on her. And so he was like,
So what you're telling me is you're bad at the social cues.
yeah.
Oh.
So like he was like, if you want to go to the French Connection, and I looked up the French Connection, and I was like, oh shit, we're about to fuck.
Oh, that's what this whole thing was about.
Yes, it's like this whole.
It's not just fucking though; it's fucking in public,
In front of people.
in front of other people.
We made it to the park.
That's awesome.
We made it to the
I
park.
went to a swinging. You ever been to a swinging party?
No,
I
never
told you I
been
got an invitation. I get you one. I got one.
I know.
January.
He's
31st.
got to have a date.
No, not this one.
Oh.
This one's up in Ohio. Shout out to my people in Wicked Angels. I know maybe y'all supporting that, but yeah, they had a Halloween party. They had one like a bunch of years.
Oh, okay.
And I went to the first year I remember I make that joke about going there and the BBC.
So what we need to do is what you're telling me is book a show, and then go and get.
Oh yeah, there's definitely they book comedians. I've been trying to get them to book me. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm part of your community. Book me, but they haven't really. Yeah. But yeah, so which is funny because I can't even share a lot of my comedy in the group. So like,
I bet because I'm a girl.
You're right. He can joke the titties out.
That's what I'm saying.
I gotta start doing my jokes like this. Yeah. Because it's like, you know, if I do make a joke that's a sexually kind of related joke, they don't mind. They usually let me share that in the group. You know what I mean? Like it's like, all right, it's sex connected, all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it's just like a, why the chicken cross the road, or a random joke about my kids, they don't want to. Well, I guess that makes sense, but it's like they don't want to hear it.
That's not the type of group that they are.
Yeah. So yeah, they got it. I'm in the one. I think it's funny because
swingers are really nice.
They are. I think it was.
They
weird.
just want to fuck me, but I mean they're real nice people.
I went like before I went. Obviously, growing up, I was like 6 porn, and I used to watch the thing. You cannot find it no more. Who remember this HBO Real Sex?
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember
Taxi Cab Confession?
But yeah, but but you can find that. But you cannot find the show Real Sex. If you look, you cannot find those episodes nowhere.
Real Sex with that doctor that died.
No, not that one. It's the one where they used to talk about like they would find like little niche like sexual communities, I guess. And that's the first place I ever heard about furries or anything like that.
I want to be a furry so bad.
I kind of do too, but the suits are expensive.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, here's the question I would have for the two of you.
Of making the furry costume and making it like kind of
Good,
retarded.
good.
So here's the question I'd have for you. What would you be if you were a furry?
Oh, me? I would probably be a centaur because I'm a
I
centaur.
would be a zebra
That's what we might.
unicorn.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Don't you see it already?
Trina's gonna be a zebra
When
corn.
I was in the psych ward, like Tiffany Haddish came to me and told me I was a zebra unicorn.
She does that. She does
She
They're in the
did.
psych wards. Tell people that.
She
my
was,
God.
she was like, it's gonna be okay.
You're a zebra unicorn. It's gonna be okay.
She said she was my mom. And she said that she was a black, because I just read that book, The Last Black Unicorn.
Yeah.
And so she said that she had, and this is in the psych ward, so it's not true. But this is my hallucination.
Yeah, don't
Was
sue us, Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, was that she came to me and said she was my mom, and she was like, I had sex with a white horse, and she said, you wouldn't believe it, they're even racist in the horse community. And then she said, but you're a zebra unicorn, so you'll be okay. She's like, I left you with your mom so she could take care of you.
I had stuff to do.
Okay, we have now discovered Trina's next bit because this has got to go on
That is
stage.
hilarious. That is a funny story. I love that.
That's hilarious.
I love that. I think it's hilarious.
I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're comfortable being able to talk about being in the psych ward, I mean, on a
Oh, yeah.
podcast for
Yeah.
thousands of people, I mean, surely you could do that on stage for 30.
Right now, but don't worry about it. We'll have thousands of millions of people before because we're not gonna give up. But right now, it's a good 10.
Eventually, yeah. Somebody will go deep dive and you'll be like, she
They'll
said
find-
what?
They'll find this episode. And hopefully we get you come back on. All these early people that's coming on these early episodes, we want to get you back on.
Absolutely. So, one of the things that I was thinking about on the way here is this is only our third episode that we've done.
I was third one. This is perfect.
But
I keep being the third on a comedy line.
all right, I'm getting ready to blow your mind with another third.
Let me
All
blow
three
your
of us are
mind like
felons.
this.
Oh, we're all felons?
All three of us are felons.
I didn't know that.
We should have called this a felony.
Well, actually, we were talking about it. What
It was
called
going to be
it? Felonious
Funnies.
Funnies.
Oh, yeah.
Felonious Funnies. Yeah,
But
Are you gonna eat this last one?
you can have it.
Okay. 'Cause I can't
And
have
y'all
food.
call me the fat kid. I mean, come on.
I'm happy I ended up splitting with you because I think I ate like maybe one less than I should have.
Yeah. Like,
Perfect.
well, splitting food's good. Plus,
Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Clearing
my
some
God.
plates.
Thank you.
I think I just have.
Shout out
very
to
much
I serve at a
Of course you
bartender.
do. Just dip it in that stuff.
I wouldn't be.
What is that
Dinosaur,
stuff?
right?
I don't know, but dip it in that.
I didn't use it.
All right, I trust you, dudes.
Yeah.
I used it a little bit. I didn't use it.
Is it mayonnaise?
Shout out to Goose. My guy did it.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
Come see him at the Barrel 53. Come see my guy. He got good food, good drinks. Everything's good here. We love
Well,
it.
it's got something in it.
And we'll be every Wednesday too. So anytime you're
Not Wednesdays. Oh, yeah, Wednesdays. I'm losing my damn mind.
if you're in Lexington area on Wednesday night between 7 and 9, come to Barrel 53 Hotel Lex. It comes right up on your Google search or your iPhone search, whatever you want. Come here. They do an open mic here. Mostly local comedians. You can come give it a try yourself.
Also-
I'm here promoting my comedy, also sex work.
I'm glad I've got her number. Anyway.
That's probably why I get a lot
Oh.
of stalkers. 'Cause
That-
like,
Just so
they
you
don't
know,
ever offer me money. So.
that show is actually
I think that's
hosted
awesome.
by our friend Ian Sethi.
So-
Ian's the host of that
show.
But the 7 o'clock is supposed to be a clean show, and that's for the people that go to bed early. The 9 o'clock show is the one you really want to come to.
Yeah.
That's where all the juicy shit happens, and we had 20 comedians at
Yeah.
the last show
Yeah.
7
doing
o'clock is
5 to
for-
7 minutes. So
So
I
come
mean,
through.
if somebody told me they wanted me to be a clean comedian, and I said, you know what happened to Bill Cosby? He had to come up with a whole different personality who raped people or whatever. And I don't even like to believe that in my boy Bill Cosby.
What about my man Jay-Z? They think he's dragging Jay-Z now. What's going on with that?
I don't know. I don't like it because I like Jay-Z.
Beyonce's
And I
got
don't
to be
even know
pissed.
him, but I like
I know what you mean. Like,
Cosby.
you like the people, yeah.
Yeah, it hurts my feelings.
I
And
think I gotta
also,
do.
like, didn't she sign an NDA?
Don't give me the line. I feel like I did the bare minimum research because I'm like you too, where
I don't want to do too much research.
I don't want to
I
know
want to still listen to his music because I fucked up with Michael Jackson. I watched that documentary and everything, and now I can't even do the Thriller. You know what I mean?
Do you know how hard it is to fucking listen to Sirius satellite radio now? And I love it when You Call Me Big Papa comes on because they edit every single word Sean Combs says out. It's just Papa, no puff.
Tell your friends.
It ruins,
to get with my
it
friends.
ruins your history.
It does. You don't want to be. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to. I feel like this. Let me say this first.
And if you're not,
Consensual activities with each other to me is something I stand for. I got self-esteem issues. I don't want to do it with nobody that don't want to do it with me.
yeah.
That's why I can't even support certain levels of sex work because I don't want to pay nobody to do it with me. I need you to be here voluntarily. You know what I'm saying? You gotta.
Yeah.
No,
Come on, you get in there on this.
if you don't mind a sweet, another sweet tea, man, bless you.
Another sweet tea? Absolutely.
Extra sweet.
Extra
What's your
Like
name?
yourself.
I'm Sam.
Sam, nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you. What's your name?
I'm 34 and a half.
34 and a half. Okay.
I'm Trina.
Trina.
That's Trina, and I'm
What's your
James
nationality?
Andrews.
Nice to meet you. You know
I'm
what a lot of
going
people
to-
ask me. I don't really know.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm the one that makes
You look like
it a safe
Stephanie.
place.
A lot of people say that.
You know,
So, I'm going to come up with something exotic, and that's what I'm going to
get the
say.
DNA thing. You ever do that?
What?
Go do the DNA. You ain't do
I did, but it's, I'm like,
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That's why you think yeah. That's what.
my grandfather was part Cherokee, so I think that's
Okay,
where I
right.
get it.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that natural tan where you don't have to really need to go.
Everybody gets so mad at me in summer because I can almost get as dark as him.
Yeah.
I can't, and my son can too, but my girls
I
can't. They get mad at
That's
stuff.
happened to me. I'm just a tan.
It's a tan.
I overpaid. I got the monthly subscription so I can go up and
Yeah, you went to the
I just kept
Tan
going.
bed. Good therapy. Not the great therapy, but
Lord,
like
baby, I was
it.
really stressed. Don't let this
really
podcast
how
get
it
struck by lightning.
tanning bed. I love the tanning bed. It helps my back. It warms my back.
well, that's what they created them for, and then they realized that it.
Oh, that's what they did it for?
Then it tans.
That's amazing.
I mean, you should see me at prom. Like my prom pictures, I look like I'm like one shade lighter.
Mine is
than
sweet.
you.
His is not sweet.
Non-sweet.
I'm unsweet, he's sweet.
She looked like she judged you.
Diabetic. I'm diabetic.
Still judging.
It doesn't change.
How you all feeling?
Do you want a beer?
Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was trying to be really
I
polite
might
about
get
it.
one more of these. Well, I forgot to tell you what it
Oh, I
was.
can look it up.
It's the orange cider.
Orange cider?
Yeah.
Unsweet.
Yep.
Orange cider, extra sweet.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, me, I don't give a fuck about what goes into my body. I spend too much time giving a fuck.
I imagine. I feel like that though too. When somebody like you like this person and you support the person and you like them and then you hear this comes out. All right, first of all, I was falsely accused of something in my life,
Yeah.
and good thing I got vindicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm always what I hate is that the public instantly turns against the person or feels like you should.
As soon as it goes across the media.
Like as soon as somebody get an accusation, it's like middle fingers to that
they
person.
want to
Yeah.
cancel that person.
Yeah, it's like you don't even. It hasn't even been proven. It's
I
like
mean, I like my work because they said we don't believe in cancel culture. Or, you know, because I was like, I told them if they saw, I said, if you all came to see my comedy, you all wouldn't let me work here anymore. And they said, we don't believe in cancel culture.
yeah, I don't think.
Like, as a whole. Because, I mean, I still like, I mean, if I'm for real, I still like to watch the Cosby Show.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I watch it too. I don't know how to.
It takes me back to my childhood.
It was.
And
I didn't have a. My dad. I don't want to say I didn't have a dad at all, but my dad was more periodically in and out of my
Yeah,
life.
like
It wasn't
he was
consistent.
sporadic.
Yeah, sporadic's a good word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect word. And so what it was, I watched that show and felt like he was my dad.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm coming right back up.
No rush.
And nobody wants. I mean, and like I've heard
Thank you, my guy. Thank you, my.
I've
thank
heard
you,
some
thank you,
shit
guys.
about my dad.
Hey,
I've heard some shit
Oh,
about my
no.
dad.
give me that thing. I'll do that thing.
Like since he passed away, I've heard some bad stuff about my dad.
Oh man.
But it never made me. But I already knew some of that stuff before he died. But he was still a good dad.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like he might have been a fucking geek. You know.
Not for you.
But it didn't affect me at all.
He didn't do nothing kinky to you.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing kinky.
And that's not to devalidate anything that happened to anybody, anything like that, or victim shame, but
yeah,
it is to me, it's like, I'm not, I don't know how to feel about something because it's like, in my mind, we live in a system, it's just weird to me, we live in a system where people are found guilty of stuff they don't do all the time.
Absolutely.
So even after the accusation is put through, and then you do go through a court case, and you are found guilty, like the Central Park 5.
Your reputation has already been tarnished.
It's already turned, but like you think about Central Park 5, those people were in jail for a crime for years and they didn't commit,
Yeah.
only to be vindicated. So it's like, I still feel like even after the person, because they're like, well, wait till when they're guilty, what you gonna say then? But I feel like guilt doesn't prove actual lack of innocence. It just proves that the person was able, a lawyer whose job is, a lawyer goes in there not caring like whether you're really innocent. It ain't like the person gonna say, well, you know what? I think they're innocent. I'm not taking this case. You know what I mean? It's like they're gonna just take the case.
No, they take the case. When I had a lawyer, he was like, "You can tell me anything," and like I'll still defend you.
That's literally my job.
That's literally.
I don't care if you're guilty or innocent. Really, that's between you.
That's you and God right there.
They gotta prove it to us.
Yeah, and he's like, "What evidence is it?" Like, let's go back to Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
I know you have already admitted guilt to me of this
Right.
crime. However, I feel like they don't have any fingerprints. You said you wore gloves, right? There's no way they have your fingerprints there. We're gonna home in.
Yeah. I mean, I love being a good defense attorney.
Yeah, I think from watching Law and Order and all of that.
I think any comedian could be a great defense attorney if they're worth their salt because we write.
Yeah.
And we can talk in circles all day long.
Yeah, definitely.
It's what we do.
If the glove doesn't fit.
But why are we sitting here with 3 felonies?
Because we chose to let other people represent us.
That is true. You know what's funny? Because even the case I got my second felony for, I literally, all right, so I got arrested and I had 17 bundles on me when I got arrested.
Yeah.
But they said that when they stopped me, I had robbed somebody. But I didn't rob anybody.
So they didn't even know what that was speaking of.
So then I beat that. I went in the law library and beat it with what is called an illegal search and seizure, the Fourth Amendment. So I went to the law library, found the case law, brought it to my lawyer. He brought it to the court, and he's like, "All right, he's right. He can't go to jail for this. He's beat that." Then they go, "Well, we have sealed indictments for cells," and that's what I ended up catching the case for.
Oh shit.
Now the cells, I feel like,
Well, if they pulled you over illegally because you were driving while black,
I wasn't even. Oh damn, that's
He
crazy.
was
I'm
just
walking.
riding. He was walking.
Because I always felt like my thing was I didn't have a license at that time either.
Oh, okay.
And I had these laws that I created for myself to try to keep myself from. So I would never stand in the location and stuff, but I would just kind of like walk around.
Yeah.
And also I would never try to avoid cars because of the fact that you get pulled over and search your life.
Yeah.
And I'm literally just walking and the car just moved to me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. What's going on? Hey, you fit the description of somebody who robbed somebody. Now, at this time, I'm wearing orange shorts, a white and orange shirt, and orange and white chucks. And I'm like,
You're about to go to jail for wearing all that orange.
the shirt I have on.
That's what I'm saying.
The shirt I had
decked
on
out for the game.
was a custom shirt. So I knew nobody had my shirt on. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I kept saying that. This is a custom shirt. Nobody has wear the shirt. And I know I didn't rob the person. And finally, like, they just said, search his bag. And I had a camera bag that I had a camera in. And that's where I had everything at. And that's where they found it. And like I said, I beat it. But then when I went to court, my lawyer was like, well, they got a sealed indictment. They'll throw that out. Don't even worry about that. But we need to, you got 3 cells and not end up copping out.
Yeah. I mean, well, they keep you in jail, and then you end up getting so tired of jail that you end up just pleading guilty.
Well, in New York, when you do 3 years, I think I was telling James about this before. When you do 3 years, you can turn 3 years into 6 months. So as long as you get under 3 years, you can get 6 months. But you got to go to shop. You got to go to this fake army thing where you march around and all that.
Yeah, I had a boy that, or, you know, I had an ex-boyfriend that went to shop.
You got to shave every day, and it's, sir, yes, sir, sir,
Yeah,
no, sir.
and he told me I couldn't. He said you can't come to see me.
Oh yeah, they probably would be on it
because
I've seen them roast people in the visiting room,
yeah,
and all of that, and kick people out,
yeah,
and tell people then you get in trouble, and when you get in trouble, they have you doing like the weirdest exercises, like crab walking. You know what crab walking is? Like you gotta walk.
Yeah.
I was in marching band. I know.
Oh. So yeah, you do that, and Chinese jumping jacks, and all type of weird, all these racist exercises too, I guess. Because you know why it's a Chinese jump? You know about Chinese jumping jacks? It's because you get down low. I guess like you're saying Chinese people are small. And
that is racist as fuck.
I didn't make it up.
I know, but
I just had to do them. Those and burpees. They love burpees. Oh my god. They would burp you to death like a baby with gas problem. Maybe just burp like they would give you like undoable burpee numbers. Not like I'm talking about not even reasonable.
Yeah, like 200 burpees.
1,000 burpees.
Oh.
So you would spend your whole day on the weekend waking up
doing
burpees until you finished that number, and they would like mark them off, and the guy would be sitting there, oh, that's not a good one. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, because you couldn't, if they gave you a number like that, you had to do it in front of the desk. You couldn't do it like in your cube, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would say like, well, that's not good. So, by the time I'm sitting in jail for so long, they're like, hey, we're going to give you 2.5 years. I'm like, that's under 3. I'm going to go to shop. You know what I mean? I already know. I already got my bed planned out. I'm going to go to shop. I'm going to come home. And I did, and I got beat up at Shock because they hit you. I wish I could have sued them. And
yeah, they do a lot of fucked up stuff in the jail system. Like, I mean, every like CO that I've ever been jailed with has hit me up on Facebook after.
You have a CO?
No.
I did. I had one CO girl I was messing with, but I didn't meet her at the jail.
Yeah.
I met her on Plenty of Fish. And I was talking to, this is long, Plenty of Fish was still good before they only had a bunch of bots in there. But I talked to her and I bagged her up. And so I talked to her and I was like, what do you do for a living? And she was like a CO. I could not wait. I mean, I had it. I was like such
just like a fantasy. I mean, I had the fantasy, but then, like, there's things that, like, stuck out to me. Like, one time I was wearing a pad and I wasn't wearing no panties. Or I was wearing a panties.
Turtle suit?
I was wearing a panties, but I was in a turtle suit. Yeah. And the guy, he watched me, like, we made eye contact while I was taking his shit. And then he wants to hit me up on Facebook after and be like, you want to hook up? And like,
next thing you know, you'd be shitting on that dude's chest.
I know.
The turtle suit thing was not a fantasy. That was his life.
That was just real life. Yeah. Like, and it seemed like he got some kind of enjoyment in it. And I was like, if we hang out outside of work for you, and this is work for me too, just fucking sitting here. You know what I mean? Like, then we're gonna be fucked. Like,
yeah.
But you know, shout out to him. I forget your name. But I mean, I think we might be Facebook friends.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to him, man. So, Trina, what is your end goal as far as for you? Would you want to be in movies? I think you have like I can see you. If I make a movie, you're one of the people I want to call up and try to put it in. Would you want to do something like that? TV,
I
movies?
mean, I would do TV movies, but I mean, my goal is like I want to produce like comedy and do shows and
Well, any of that, you still have to retire as a sex worker.
I know. That's the thing. But yeah, I mean, I want to be like a comedy writer.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like, but I mean, because I've got a lot of ideas, but I also, like, I don't know, I've got a lot of ideas. I'm an idea man. A woman.
Ideal man. Or man.
Woman.
Whatever you want to be.
Or female, but we can't get out of a word that doesn't have zero all the same.
Woman. She's a woman.
Male or woman.
She's a woman.
And lady.
She's a fee.
Hey, lady.
Hey, lady. I'm a shady lady. I'll fucking kick you in the shin.
What is your sign, Trina? I don't think I've been actually.
I'm a Cancer.
Oh my God, that's my daughter's sign and my cousin, one of my good cousins' signs.
I was gonna say you couldn't have been at any better sign.
So I don't fuck around with astrology because first time I read my horoscope, I was like, basically, I'm gonna get cancer. I mean, that's for like 90% of us.
Yeah, everybody's a cancer.
Yeah, basically.
Sometime in life, especially if you're small.
Yeah, and I mean, I do bathe, even though it makes me look like a douchebag. But
Well, no, that's not what makes you look like a douchebag.
I already am a douchebag.
I'm sorry, that was just low hanging fruit.
I just don't. I don't douche, but
Oh my God.
I don't douche. It's been proven that it's not good for you.
I miss it though.
And also, there's not douches that taste like filet mignon.
Yeah.
It's always douches that taste like fucking flowers. And if you all want to go down on some flowers so hard,
No, I do miss it though, because I think
then go get you a bouquet.
because we were growing up, right? Women dish, right? And after they got their period, they would dish. I'm not saying people that I've been with since the dishing thing and kind of died out hasn't been clean.
Yeah, because
But it just it
your
was
body
like,
naturally cleans it.
but it seems like to me in my mind, I already had that image of it. You know what I mean? Like that. It's almost
So
like
you want to go down on the secret
a
garden.
dandelion. What is it? I don't know what I mean.
A dandelion.
A dandelion. I mean, yes and no. I mean, they can change the flavors up. Maybe for me, watermelon is watermelon. Yeah.
Get some potato skins.
I agree with you. They could change the flavors, but I just thought it was just like it made me in my mind think of like she's clean. You know what I mean? Like it was like that. You know,
Yeah.
Dumb of a period. Even though I know, like I said, I guess it's not healthy or whatever. I don't want nobody to die to please me, but I do still kind of miss that idea of that. Like, oh yeah, she's about to,
Yeah, well,
oh, she finished her period. I know she's about to go do this
Yeah.
shit, not just let it just do this.
now I feel like I know how you voted.
I don't know.
None of us
For
voted.
Trump. I voted. I got my rights restored. bitch.
Oh.
Bitch. I don't know. All right.
I
My
can
shit's
get my-
federal. I can't get it restored.
Oh, see, I can get mine restored. Mine has been restored.
Congratulations.
My voting.
I did it though. I don't like democracy. I'm kind of.
I don't like democracy. I don't like a lot of things, but
I don't like
have to,
government.
I have to accept and face reality.
Now, I respect. I'm not. I'm not anti-democracy. I'm not like the person who feels like I have to force my views on anybody else.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just my opinion of myself and what I feel like. I feel like I don't want to participate in something I don't truly believe in.
No, I
That's just my opinion. And I'm not saying that people are wrong for believing in it or
I
people
mean,
are wrong.
if anything, I'm more of a socialist because, like, I mean,
You want everything to be good for everybody.
yeah. And so I'm more of a socialist because, I mean, you know, when I was growing up, my parents had credit, and I thought we had money. But then we went bankrupt. And then we didn't have nothing.
Where were you from? If you want me?
Clark County.
Clark, is that in Kentucky?
Yeah.
I don't know from New York.
Yes, just outside of Lexington is Winchester.
Okay, Winchester's like Clark County.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been in Winchester.
You know where L8 is? Or you know
In
what
Winchester?
L8 is?
I do know what the soda
soft
is
drink.
kind of figure.
That's the only thing it's not
Oh, all right.
It's
Slide
like,
it in.
yeah. So shout out to LA. I love it.
I don't like soda.
Mixes
I don't like
great with a
combination.
bourbon.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
does. It mixes great with a bourbon or like a sad Kentucky
So what was it like growing up in Winchester, the home of the LA? Was it good? A lot of LA flowing all over?
I mean, there was a lot. I mean, I can't really complain. It wasn't too bad. Like, you know, I guess, um, let's see. I mean, I was pretty blessed. You know what I mean? Like, I had a lot of stuff there. Like, the worst thing that happened to me was probably, like, you know, my mother's last name is Olsen. So, like, I used to invite people to my house and lie and say that the Olsen twins were my cousins. And people would fall for that.
You do like a little bit like Mario, one of those.
Mary Kate
Yeah, Mary Kate
or Ashley.
You look like one of those.
Cashley.
I can see them. I can see the resemblance.
Yeah, but one of them, I mean, they're so rich that one of them was there when, what's his name died? You know, that was in,
Oh, Bob Saget.
no, not Bob Saget. You know, the guy that was in The Joker?
Heath Ledger.
Oh,
Heath
yeah.
Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah.
One of them was at the murder scene, and you never read about it.
That's awkward, yeah.
They're that
Yeah, that
rich.
rich, yeah, that's rich. I've been talked about that murder scenes I wasn't at. We're connecting the dots.
So yeah, so it's like the backwards of that. Like, so like you're so poor that
They're putting you there.
they're putting you there, but they're so rich that they're like they were anywhere but that.
Which one was it? We don't
Right,
know.
they're twins. That got twinned up.
I can relate to that. Did you ever do that, James? You never said you related to somebody famous?
Well, my ex-baby mama number 2 says that I resemble Joey Tribbiani off Friends. Because she took a picture of me and a picture of him, put it side by side. See, you got the same haircut, you got the same weird smile. I'm like,
That's Joey, regular Joey, right?
Yeah.
All right, no, because you said the last name. Was like,
yeah, it's Joey from Friends.
I know Joey.
His name's Matt LeBlanc.
No, I know who Matt LeBlanc is, and I know who Joey is. But when you threw the T on, I was like,
Have you ever seen that show that he was on HBO?
Absolutely.
Where I forget what it was called, but basically he had such a hung dick that like he breaks up this couple from England. And I don't know. It's just about how you write a show for comedy.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that you bring it to Hollywood and it turns into something totally different.
well, that's funny. I love that. I used to, when I was born, my last name was Jordan.
Okay.
And I used to tell people I was related to my name.
Right, yeah.
It was like, hey, come to find out, I don't know if it's real or not, and my last name, I'm about to get it switched back though. But yeah, I was at a family thing with my grandmother, Ada, which was my mother's name too, my mother and my grandmother's name. My great grandmother, I mean to say, my grandfather's mother had 18 kids.
Oh,
Damn.
So I guess out of those 18,
At what point do you put the dick down? I mean, 18 fucking kids. I mean, talk about throwing a hot dog down a hallway. I mean, Jesus
my
Christ.
great grandmother.
I understand,
Look,
but
she's dead.
I know.
There's no respect. No respect.
Too soon. She died in 1919.
Oh my God, 40 years.
No, I'm cool.
No,
No, but
I was talking about my dad being a freaky motherfucker.
My dad was freaky too.
I guess
Well,
my
he was a
grandma.
good dad. My dad was a good dad.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
just had a freak side.
And I met my great grandmother too. I met her. Like I said, Ada, after my mother. She used to give me fruit. I used to be over her house, but I was like really like, like just like very vague memories. But yeah, she had 18 kids, and I guess one of those kids is Jordan's like father.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I found it out a thing.
So you are related to
I
my
guess so, but nobody. I haven't met him yet. I haven't met him or been around him or even.
He should have came to you if you were in a private
So he's not
prison.
at your family reunion, is what you
That's
said.
what the guy said.
No, I mean private
prisons.
prisons.
And it's
No.
not- I heard about that.
He owns a lot of private prisons.
What's up, Em? Come over here real quick. Come over here.
I always wish, if I was in prison, he would come and visit me.
Yeah, he just comes dunk, he just jump hold on his leg and get freed.
He kind of with his
Right.
tongue
How are
out.
you?
What's up, man? We want to introduce to our peoples, man. Yeah, well, this is Trina Bean. This is with the audience, what we trying to do. So this is Melissa. This is the owner of the bar. She's a humble person who lets us come here and do this. Please come and support her establishment. And,
Bill 53.
come through, like we said, and get some good catfish and some other good stuff. What's something they might be missing out on that we might not have told them about?
The hot brown.
The hot brown, and we're building a winter wonderland igloo in the
I
courtyard.
saw that.
Okay, sounds great.
I wanted
Love it. Love it.
the podcast in there. I was
Love
like,
it, man. I love it. Winter Wonderland, even though I come from a hot place. I love it.
Yes.
So yeah, so come through. Shout out to M. She let her come through and do our joint here. You can come through and watch us, like I said, with Trina Bean.
We're doing this every Monday and every Friday
Friday. So
after 5 o'clock
this Friday's gonna
sometime.
be my birthday.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Maybe she'll let you do it in the igloo.
maybe we could do it in Igloo. So come through, try to come through. Come through and give me a love, some birthday love or whatever. And I don't need no money. Just just tell me happy birthday or whatever. It feel good to just get a couple to do that.
Buy him a sweet tea.
What is your? If you could tell us, all right, coming into comedy, what made you get into it?
Well, my dad died, and I did his eulogy, and everybody loved the eulogy, and they said I should get in the comedy.
I did a eulogy about 3 years ago when one of my best friends passed away,
Yeah.
and I couldn't help but crack jokes.
Yeah, it happens.
I've been a comic already for 9 years. You can't go do a friend's eulogy and not start telling jokes and funny stories.
Would you not? I don't know. Would you not say that? I think like one of the reasons I've always kind of been funny, or like what we get to name the show Funny in Person,
Yeah.
was because I use it as a way to kind of control, like my sponsor said, I use it as a way to control the environment, the people around me,
Right, like,
and to break the ice from the nervousness
Yeah.
of social interactions.
Yeah.
yes.
So being up there, I think, like even if you're doing a eulogy or a toast or whatever you're doing,
Tragic turns into magic.
you're going to
Yeah.
make some to kill my nerves, to make it all right. Everybody's smiling at me because
Yeah.
when people are laughing and smiling. All right, I'm all right. I can get through this. You know?
Well, I was
Right,
always the
but
class
I don't
clown when I
want
was a
anybody
kid.
to cry. I didn't want anybody to cry on the day my dad died.
Definitely.
So I was trying to be like the comedic, like,
Control the environment.
right,
Yeah.
like trying to
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sam.
do that for them.
I'm bringing another sweet to you.
Oh, thank you so
Or,
much.
because it's kind of, it's kind of sick that, like, I was like, I can't cry on the day of my dad's death. Instead, I got to make you all laugh.
I feel like that too. My mother when
It's,
she passed
it's a
away.
little bit of a sickness.
No, it is though, because it is like my mother passed away last year. She did a celebration of life opposed to a funeral.
Right.
So I did feel like, even though I ended up breaking down, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Initially walking in there though, I didn't want to come in there.
With that sad persona.
Yeah, I didn't want to come, even though, like you said, it's rightfully so. I'm losing a parent that means a lot to me.
Right. If anybody should be going off right now, it should be.
You know what I mean? People are walking up to me,
Yeah.
are you okay? And I'm like, part of life. I'm trying to be strong for everybody.
Right.
Even and I have a little brother too, so I was trying to be strong for him. So it is funny. I think that we do I think it's funny that somebody who laughing is an emotion, right? Being amused is an emotion, but I feel like somebody whose craft is invoking emotion, and sometimes I feel like, at least I can speak for myself, and I feel like you're echoing that.
Yeah.
It's hard for us to even deal with our own emotions.
Right.
That's
Especially
why
for,
I'm in therapy.
especially for me, where I got stabbed.
Yeah.
When I got stabbed, I still can't really open up about it on stage because, first of all, bookers don't give you enough time to talk about shit.
And you're still bitter about it.
It's not that I'm bitter. It's that it's hard to find funny in tragedy.
You think so?
For me, in this particular instance, the only joke I've written about being stabbed is, hey, I got stabbed 11 times. You'd have thought once would have been enough. That's the only thing I can get from that. And
I
and
think
put out there.
if you would, I don't know, I could come up with a
Yeah.
lot of stuff about me.
Thank you so much, Sam. You're gonna get us some views
No,
every time
I'm
you come over. The thing goes up.
yeah.
No, I thought it, I'm not. I'll tell it to you up camera. I had made a joke one
Pretty
time.
girls make me drink more. She almost made me get up.
But I feel like it's hard. For me, it's tragedy. I believe in the old saying that tragedy plus distance in people's comedy.
Right, yeah.
So for me, it's like initially my mother passed, and I don't know. I still don't find it funny, but I was able to write new material over time based on it and what it means and not means. And I just think that I guess the situation, like even when I heard the story you told me about, I could see how just telling, like you said, if you get enough time, what you do. I'm also a person who feels like, I mean, everybody here would want to do a special one day, right?
Yeah,
Right.
no doubt.
So I feel like some jokes are better for your special.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I mean?
It helped me grieve.
You get what I'm saying? Like to me,
Like
like
writing jokes about my dead
yeah,
dad.
help me breathe a little bit. Yeah, but I feel like
And it also helped me find people who also had dead dads
or dead parents.
or dead parents.
So I feel like that's a
Who
good joke.
could relate or would at least laugh at my jokes.
It made me not think about it.
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, like I mean, I really miss my dad when he died, and I still miss him to this day. But I miss him a little less each year, which is kind of sad, but true.
I have to get more time, I guess, for comedy. It was like my second Christmas or second
Yeah.
holiday season.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with her
But
birthday.
when my mom dies, she's my favorite. I'm gonna be
It's
fucked
gonna
up.
be fucked up. Yeah. My mother, it's like my mother, I had to deal with, she died 4 days before her birthday. I had to deal with her birthday instantly. Then her birthday's in April. So she died in April. Then I had to deal with Mother's Day instantly.
we both talked about this. Both of our parents died in the same month.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about that on the way back from
Yeah,
Evansville?
yeah. And that was kind of, and I think
That was one of the things that bonded us, right there.
right there, yeah. If you have a parent still, I know it's so cliche, you know, but good, bad, or indifference, if it's not gonna kill you to do it, you know, just tell them you love them and care about them, you know, before it's too late. Because even if you don't like the person, essentially nobody's perfect. Everybody's just kind of like put on this bowl or whatever it is, and we're trying to make the best out of it. But if it wasn't for them putting you on here, you wouldn't be here. So if it's not gonna kill, I'm not gonna say kill yourself or jump through a volcano to say it. But if you can just give them, yo, I love you, man. Hang up quick, like I love you.
All right, and there's something I do want to say with this being the Christmas and the holiday season. I understand what it's like to be lonely. I've not been in a relationship for 3 years. I at one point in my life, back in 2017, attempted suicide. Yeah, that's something that I don't talk about a lot. But it is the holiday season.
But I've also attempted suicide.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Both of y'all, that's good. Not good. Not good that you guys attempted. It's good that you guys are still here.
Yeah.
But how do you feel when you hear comics talk about that on stage when they make those type of jokes?
I mean,
That means they're ready to talk about it.
I would rather them express it. For me, whatever it is, even if it's okay, even if they're expressing their racist attitude, they're being molested, whatever it is, they're gonna find a joke around it, and you have to be there and kind of provide it. It's kind of fucked up, but you kind of have to provide a safe space a little bit.
But I feel like a
For
lot of times,
comedians sometimes.
not to cut you off, my bad.
No,
But I feel like a lot of times when people say it, I don't feel like it's genuine.
oh yeah,
Not that I want anybody to genuinely want to hurt themselves, but I feel like it's just really being said in jest, which everything on stage is a joke, right? It's always jest. But you get up, it's not like, I don't, in my mind, go, oh, I really think that person ever even really thought about that. You know what I mean? Like, like when you're telling me, this is real life. I was thinking about actually, I was ready to do it.
that's why I was in the psych because I was found in the garage, like with
I got taken to the psych ward too. So I attempted suicide in 2017. In June of 2017, I overdosed on insulin. I took like 200 and something units of insulin, and I started to fade away. I was watching the Reds baseball game, and it was right after my ex left me, my baby's mother. And I didn't know that, I could go. And I was on the phone, and I did the wrong thing, and I told her that I was going to do it. Next thing you know, the cops are at my house with the ambulance.
But you did the right thing.
Well, good thing is I mean, it is the right thing, but it was also me telling her because I wanted her to feel the pain of losing me, because I was feeling the pain of losing her, and I did it wrong. I went about it the wrong way, and I admit that and own that now. But that's what I was getting at. 'Tis the season,
You gotta learn from our mistakes.
right?
Very
It,
holiday is. I like how you.
Yeah.
I like the segue. It's very holiday. It's the season.
it is the
Holidays.
season that people find themselves lonely. People find themselves, out of sorts. If you need help, call somebody. You can always hit me up. I will talk to you live, in person, whatever, meet you. I'll buy you a cup of coffee, whatever, because I don't want anybody to have to go through the scrutiny that I went through after that, because I was judged by everybody that knew me, that knew about it.
Well, anytime you go to the psych ward, it's
Yeah.
72 hours, and then
Yep.
you're like, they give you your phone back, and you're like, fuck.
Well, I didn't even get held for 72 hours. They released me in 6 because they were like, "You don't belong here." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I don't belong here. I thought I was trying to kill myself, but now I'm not."
As a kid, I did a similar thing where I genuinely wasn't going to kill myself, but I said that to my grandmother. So I told her,
Get Baker acted?
huh?
Did you get Baker acted?
What's that?
It's where they put you in the mental hospital for 72 hours.
No, they didn't do that. They put me in there. They made me spend the night
Okay.
in the hospital, and the next day they let me go. I didn't even go like to the mental. I just stayed like in the hospital
I gotta
area.
pee.
Oh, yeah.
We can take a bathroom break. We're gonna do a bathroom break.
All right. I'll sit here and chill while y'all go.
No, I'm not. Well, I should too. Y'all do that picture.
Well, hurry up, because I got to
Tell
pee too. No, I'm not telling no jokes. I'll just chill right here for a minute and talk to y'all. This music is so good. The whole vibe here is just a great place. I know that y'all don't see what I'm looking at. I mean, I'm looking at the stage right now that we do comedy on Wednesday nights, and we fill the whole room. 20 plus comics. We've got 20 to 50 people here watching the show. It's a free show, and their drink selection's unbelievable. Now, I'm not openly drinking, but I mean, just the whole ambiance in this place. They got barrels everywhere, bourbon barrels everywhere. It's just really nice. They put a lot of work into this. When they get back, I'm gonna go to the bathroom too. All right. Here comes 34 and a half. I'm gonna run to the can real quick too.
All right, what's up, my people? What's going on, man? Please like, comment, and share this video. It means the most to us if you do that. Shout out to Tina Bean coming through. Shout out to Andy coming through. It means a lot that we've been able to have this nice opportunity to come here and do this thing. And we just need you guys' support. Like it, share with somebody. Hit us up if you want to be on the show. Vice versa. I'll tell you where you're going. Come this way. Okay.
It's just easier.
What would be the name? Can you tell us? All right, so got into comedy after your father's eulogy. What's some of the first jokes you wrote?
One of the first jokes I wrote was, if you don't eat my bean for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, It's been known to cause cardiac arrest. I One of my ex-boyfriends died because he wouldn't eat my beans, and he went into cardiac arrest. I'm trying to get into business with Taco Bell. We're gonna come up with a fourth meal. And then another one of my jokes was my friend told me to quit saying so many bean jokes. But another one of mine was, and you know, oh yeah, and I started that other joke with beans. Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat them, the more you fart. And then, what else?
You could have said the more you eat it, the more it farts.
Right.
Or
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I could definitely, because I quit saying the joke altogether, because I couldn't quite land it. And then let's see. There's another bean joke.
Get your pimp coat out.
I did get my pimp coat out. But yeah, there's another bean joke. About Mr. Bean, how he's my dad. And I would just go into, I think, you know, I wasn't allowed to watch Mr. Bean growing up because my dad wanted to be a comedian. So I get that he banned Mr. Bean from our TV watching. You know what I mean? Because he was like, he stole my name. That's not his real name. And so,
Copyrighted infringement.
and then when my dad died and I started watching Mr. Bean, I was like, this motherfucker's funny.
He is funny. Shout out to my guy from Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
Rowan Atkinson's a great.
Rowan Atkins. Yeah.
Great.
Are you guys?
No, yeah.
Are you guys like? I'm not a comedian. So
I'm more of a storyteller.
No, I'm saying like I don't know every comedian.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like people know a lot of comedians. Like even when I sit like different countries, like, you know about Roger Derrick? He's the best. You know what I mean? Like I'm not that same person that knows.
No, I because the more comedy I consume, it's just natural for somebody to end up like
Imitating.
That's my fear too.
Like if you imitate, you know, because imitation is the best form of flattery.
And it gets you in a zone.
And you don't even know, but like whenever I started watching, like when I first started comedy, and I would watch Richard Pryor, then
Absolutely.
I would get, like if you watched his videos and you watch mine, and I know that I look nothing like Richard
No, you
Pryor.
said this is the free.
But you ain't set your face on fire and smoking crack yet either.
No, but I was smoking crack, so.
Twins, have you been?
I was ready then, so I did.
I was thinking commitment to the.
Yes, to the crab.
I personally consume a lot of comedy because I use the phrase that I want to make sure that I'm not doing what everybody else is doing. And that's why I consume so much because, you know, but at this point in my life and in my comedy career, I also realize that there's very few things that are original thoughts now.
Yeah.
Unless it's a story that happened to you. Yeah, unless it's a story that happened to you,
Yes.
there's a new product or invention out. Or
That even then you can kind of say,
yeah,
you have your thoughts, but somebody else over here is probably thinking a similar thing.
right.
Yes.
It's like
So and those get burnt up so fast you can't like.
That's why
dating.
I like to take the things that have happened to me, or like that's why my friend gave me shit for doing bean jokes, but I was like, ain't nobody else doing
I don't know.
bean
You
jokes.
talking about flicking your beans? One of the funniest things I ever heard.
Yeah, I just asked him with some of my first jokes. Some of my first jokes is the beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel like a mixture of kind of, well, I guess I'm more in Trina's vein of, well, I did the same thing with music. When I was doing music, I was a rapper. I would listen to a few rappers because I didn't want to find myself emulating their music.
Yeah.
And I wanted to have my own style because I feel like if you already come in emulating, right? Even if you,
of course.
It doesn't matter.
if you've been watching them recently,
Because you
I was
don't
a
know
fan.
what a comedy
If you had ever been to a comedy show one, you're emulating somebody.
Yeah, if you watched it,
You emulate, and then after a while, you find your voice. If you do it right, you know what I mean. Or you can emulate for the rest of your life.
some people are good at that. Yeah. But
Yeah,
I didn't want to. So it's like I
there's a few
don't.
people like that, but my
But I think
personal
for a
thing is
lasting
once you,
career,
yeah, I mean, if
you
you
have to
start
find
finding your voice, the earlier you find your voice, the better off you're going to be because opportunities are few and far between in this industry.
Right.
I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we started doing this podcast is because we're not getting as much booking as we could be getting. So we're going to start doing this and bringing other comics on that make us laugh,
Right, yeah.
and we are going to expose our people and ourselves to people that are out there in the world that might want to book us in the future. This is just another medium for us to, relate to people.
I wanted to have a podcast, but it's just I don't understand the logistics of it.
A lot of technical stuff.
Yeah.
And at one point, it was more complex. I feel like.
Yeah.
Now I feel like it's a YouTube video you go watch.
And of course, and there's a kit you can get off Amazon too for what you need. I mean, Jesus
It was
Christ.
different. Like right now, we're doing like a really simple version of it. But I got like a lot of equipment at home and something like that, so like carry the kind of thing.
Yeah.
I feel like over the new year, I'll probably just start bringing that too, just to make it more different. But it's like essentially, it isn't as hard as it was like when I first I started. I used to do a podcast called Gangster Service Announcement. Shout out to people in here who still mess with me from now. Where I used to interview a lot of battle rappers.
Yeah.
So I used to interview them and talk about what happened at the battle. They would have a battle, and I would sit there and break down their lines with them.
Yeah.
And that was the whole show. But when I wanted to start that show, I didn't know what kind of mic to get, what kind of camera to get, what kind of thing,
Yeah.
all this different equipment
So
that I
you
needed
end up with a lot of equipment
that I didn't even need. Or I'm broke, right?
Thank God for Timu.
I go buy. They didn't have T-Move.
I know.
This is 2018, 2019.
Yeah.
So I was putting it out. I went and got a microphone from Walmart. It was good at first, but then like when I started the interviews, it was really messed up. What's wrong with this microphone? Oh, it doesn't have a spit guard. You gotta get a microphone with a spit guard. And I had to find all these different little things that I didn't know. Like what he said right now, you go on Temu, you can go on Amazon and go, I want the podcast kit with a soundboard. It'll be even better than what you could.
Yeah.
You have your canned laughter and applause. You get to do a laugh or whatever.
Yeah, we could load a laugh track easy, but we're not doing all
What
that.
you really need to do is buy my laugh track for $5.99 on Venmo at TrinaBJokes.com.
Does that have all 15 different laughs on it?
Yeah.
We might have to invest in that. I'm not gonna lie. I want that thing. I want those.
I
I'm
got
gonna
a good laugh.
I'm gonna be the next red band sitting here pushing one of the Trinity fucking laughs after something funny.
just keep supporting the content. Believe me, we're gonna be stepping it up and making it more quality and get, like I said, get Trina back on here and all of that.
We are booking guests nonstop. I've had quite a bit of interest from comedians from all over. In fact, the guy that's coming on Friday for our podcast is coming from the Dayton, Columbus area. So he's going to come all the way down just for the exposure. And we're not paying people to do this.
People have died from exposure.
Well, I guess I pay some attention.
Yeah. Just so you know, don't be exposing yourself either. Exposure is such a fickle animal.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But yeah, we're going to have him down here, and I've got at least 6 more people that have shown interest, and we're doing 2 a week. So I'm going to just start booking on Monday, Friday, and if some of them can't do a Monday or a Friday, we'll just work them in later. Figure it out when we can figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they were there for. I don't know how long we went for.
I say we're probably at about an hour and a half. I was guessing.
Okay. Well, I'm not about out of here.
Yeah.
Let them know where they can follow you.
She's had enough beer she can float
Let
home.
them know where they can follow you at and stuff like that, Trina.
At Trina B Comedy on all platforms. I've got an Instagram, I've got a Facebook, I also have a TikTok. I haven't quite got into Snapchat because I don't know what that's about yet.
She's definitely got a fucking TikTok, guys. I keep
You don't know
sending
what
her
Snapchat's
fucking
about?
videos and she never tells me that she gets them.
Yeah, that's because I thought you were a stalker.
No, I'm not that guy. I'm just trying to make you laugh.
That's smooth. That's how you do. That's how you do it, guys. You send a video or two, and then when they comment, dick pic.
Oh my god, that's way too
He's been
aggressive.
He's been sending comedy videos for 2 years, and I haven't liked one of them.
Not a fucking one.
Have you watched them?
No. I ain't got time for this.
Well, anyway, you can find Trina online at Trina Bean. What was
Comedy.
it? Trina Bean Comedy.
Trina Bean Comedy.
TRINA comedy.
Bean.
Trina Bean.
Oh, my bad.
We are fucking it up.
TRINA BEAN Comedy.
Yes.
Don't get sober, you all. I'm on 3 drinks. And
I haven't drank it all.
They haven't drank it all, and they got ADHD. Like
I have a GD. I was bound to mess it up.
Oh my god, yeah, the ADHD is
I have all that.
hard.
I might be autistic too. I don't know. I just never got.
Some Vyvanse? I got Vyvanse.
Oh my god. Okay.
I got to get it to Sprout so I can take it as part of my recovery.
Yep.
Oh,
So they'll put me. They'll say they'll take away my clean days.
Oh, okay. I
They're
got
devils for that. Yeah.
All right. So you can follow Dirty at Dirty4.5. That's at youtube.com. You can follow me at James Andrews Comedy on Instagram. You can find my link tree there that'll connect you to all my other applications that I'm on. And I am posting a new Gmail address for us. It's going to be FIP. Funnier in person.
You already have it?
We're gonna do it right after this.
Because I don't know if they're gonna give it to us.
Well,
I want to make sure you have
all
it.
right. You know what? I'll tell you about the fucking email next time. That way we can set up the. We can
know
do.
we have it.
Yeah, we're gonna set up a YouTube and an email. So just for this. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you watching. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Once again, thanks to Trina Bean for coming and blowing kisses to everybody. Thanks to my co-host, Dirty4.5, keeping things real today. And, you know, thanks to Barrel 53 for having us out and letting us do our thing on a bi-weekly basis.
Google 34.5. Anything, you can find me everywhere. Instagram, I got the link tree too in my joint, so just come support us. I'm everywhere. You're never there, so it's a great thing and a great show. Thanks for coming, Trina Bean. Very entertaining, very insightful. You're a person I've passed by a million times and always said, that's an interesting lady. But to actually know that looks and not to see it in this world.
Yes.
All right. Once again, thanks everybody for watching. Y'all have a great week. Good night.
Out of here.
Let me see how long it was. It was an hour and a half, right? You're right.